So if you think about it, Michigan beating Alabama was kind of the win Michigan football needed to really make a statement. Because if you think Michigan the last 3 years, it's like, the 2 years prior to this year, you think, oh, beat Ohio State, won the Big Ten, really good seasons, and then, just losing in the playoffs, losing big to Georgia. Jim Harbaugh in years prior had lost to Alabama in the bowl game. Florida got the better of him. Florida State had beat him. So you're thinking, going into that matchup against Alabama, you're thinking, okay, if Michigan loses this game, does that just add to the reoccurring theme of Michigan is just like some SEC fans, Michigan's just a regional program. When they match up with the SEC, they're just outclassed each time. So that was kind of the concern with that game. But Michigan really just showed that they are, with their talent, they were good enough. I think why Michigan beat them, I think, two things have kind of happened between Alabama. I guess to sum it up, Alabama has taken a step back and Michigan had gotten better. But I think it was kind of a perfect storm where Michigan had just a collection of a bunch of NFL talent all on the same team, and Alabama had kind of taken a step back through the transfer portal, and Georgia's recruiting amping up, and LSU's were cramping up. So Alabama had taken a step back as far as overall talent and depth, and Michigan had taken a step forward and had not maybe necessarily a step forward, but they had a collection of NFL guys. So a lot of things just came in place for Michigan to beat Alabama. And I will go as far to say is Michigan beating Alabama is the biggest win in Michigan football history. No disrespect to the win over Washington or the '97 national championship, but you go out and you beat the man. I mean, Nick Saban is the man. He's been the man for a long time. I know Kirby Smart's kind of knocking on that door as kind of maybe the next elite coach, or maybe the guy that has a chance to surpass him. But Michigan beats the man, gets a signature win over an Alabama team that kind of looked hungry, and it just seemed like an Alabama team that things were just clicking, they were rolling, and they seemed like both these teams. I think why it was such a good game. Both these teams seemed like teams of destiny, meaning it's kind of like Nick Saban's last ride. Obviously, people didn't know that at the time that he was going to retire. And then for Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, it seemed like Jim Harbaugh's best team, maybe his last ride, the NFL. Obviously, people didn't know at the time he was going to go to the NFL. So it was kind of two last rides, two last hurrahs. And it was kind of, the way that game finished kind of was symbolic of what we know now. It was, Jalen Milroe. Your best guy against Michigan's, vaunted tough defense. He ran right in the heart of Michigan defense. Michigan stopped him to get the win. And it was a tremendous game, 4-quarter, physical, tough fight. Great football game. And, I'll go as far to say Michigan's biggest win in program history.